What's going on, guys? This is Gene Jensen, and some of you guys might not know that I just recently started guiding out of a kayak, guiding on Lake Gunnersville, and also a trophy lake that's here in town, just down the road from my house. But what I want to do is I want to walk you guys through my client boat. That one right there behind me, kind of give you a tour of it. It's pretty cool. All right, so what I got behind me is I've got a Bonafide PWR 129, and I rigged it up almost exactly like my tournament boat and my boat, my personal boat. So, and what I want is I want to be able to have people who want to go fishing with me or want to hire me as a guide to be able to fly in or drive in, not have to worry about bringing their kayak or want to try this one out or whatever. I prefer you bring your own kayak if it's a good quality boat and I don't have to worry about you killing yourself in it. But I rigged it up, and I rigged it up really, really nice, as you can see behind me. But I want to walk through it piece by piece and kind of show you guys what I've got on it. I mean, this thing is just sweet, but let's start from the front. What I've got is of course, I got a Motor Guide XI3 on the front. And this is a brand new one. I figured out a few things with it, but that's for another video. We got the launch cable right here. We've got, I use Anderson plugs because they are the ones that have given me the least amount of problems. And the way I rigged this kayak up is it's very advanced, but it doesn't have all the little cool little buttons and things like that over on my boat. But it's very, very basic when it comes to how the electronics are run and things like that. But let's open up the hatch. So in the hatch, what I've got is I've got a 52 amp hour Relion battery. Those are the best batteries around, last an absolute lifetime, it seems like. I'm one of those that I have to charge my batteries every day. I'm on the lake every day, and so far I haven't had any issues with them in over a year of using them. So, and I want to thank Westbrook Supply for helping me get this thing all decked out, all rigged up, and the clean look that they put inside this boat. Let me see if I can, well, hopefully you guys can see that it's just a really, really bright day. And I'm not recording. All right, going on down, as you guys can see, I've got Lowrance HTS 10s, dual Lowrance HTS 10s, and depending on what we're doing and what I'm teaching, I may run a single one or I'll run a double, and I can move all that stuff around if I need to. This one is either for what I usually run it for my active target, as you guys can see. Got the sniper pole right there. It's missing a handle. I'm waiting on a handle. I had idiot me forgot to tighten down the retention screw and use a little bit of screw lock on it. So it went plop and fell in the water on me. But anyway, so active target's all set up. And my active targets are all portable. A lot of people ask me about this. As you can see on the back of mine and on this one, I keep all of the module and everything portable so I can bounce it from boat to boat and be able to lock it up if I need to and that kind of stuff. So, but the transducer, the main transducer for side scan and live scope are right here, or on the bottom of this, and then all my wiring is in there. And I made it to where it's still dry, so if the client wants to put their wallet and keys and stuff like that, it'll fit in there pretty nice. Plugs are really nice. Now, I got these SAE plugs off of Amazon. I like them so much better than the Yak Power ones. They're just a lot more beefy. They last longer, and they just look a lot cleaner too. And then I've got a USB plug for if they want to charge their phones or run a camera and that kind of stuff. And we can always add camera poles and everything else before we get on the water. There's that comfortable seat. Got the leverage landing net. That's my personal one. The one that goes on this boat is actually up in the barn, and I don't want to climb up there and get it just for this video. So just me being lazy. But so the switches, kind of cool. Let's move the seat out of the way. I really only put 2 switches, and these were pretty cheap off of Amazon. And as you can see, they just turn on and off with the red light. This one right here goes to the nav lights that are up front. And this one turns on the live scope module. Just because most of the time I'm not using it, or we're not using it if I'm doing instructions, and sometimes you just want to turn that power off just to save some battery life. So I like to power that one separate. The fish finders don't have a separate switch because they have a switch. You turn them on and off. So I direct wired them to the battery. So, Now going back, I have a 100 amp hour rely-on battery right there. Like I said, these batteries, that one right there that's on my boat, I've probably got over 150 days on it. Running it hard. I've run it dead so many times and I still have a great battery life. I haven't had any issues with it at all. So I'm very happy with these rely-on batteries. Okay, 16 by 16 black pack. I probably might change this out to a 13 by 16 just to give me a little bit more room in the back if I want to add a cooler or stuff like that. And then I'm going to get the short stack for whatever one goes right here. I've got a 16 by 16 short stack, but I haven't decided to put it on this one yet because I want to change black packs. You can always add more rod holders. I've got one right here, one on the other side, and then 4 on the back of the black pack. But we can add more if they want more rods and that kind of stuff. Like I said, there's the module and it plugs into the back right there. And then on the back, we have a power pole micro. You know, I always want the client to have the same thing I have so I can teach them or show them boat positioning and how things work and kind of how things can be. I like to be able to teach electronics, and so I've got the best of the electronics and a big screen so they can see all the detail and everything else. I know it's pricey, but man, I really want to give them the best that they can have. So, but yeah, that's it. That is my my PWR 129. That's the client boat. Like I said, thanks Westbrook for helping me out. They make things really clean. All right, so I always get a question every time I post a picture or a video of my kayaks is about the rail right here. So Bonafide sells what's called a captain's bridge, and I don't have one yet. So I've made mine using DZ hex rail. And DZ hex rail, all you do is you order a length that's longer than 32 inches. You have to cut it down, and you'll order 2 end caps, and then I attach it with some, so I can show you, some Yak Attack mounts. Just a simple base, 90-degree adapter, and then you just attach it with what they call a T-screw right there. It's pretty simple. And it's solid. It's almost too solid, really. It's a little bit heavier than what I like, but you know, with this boat, it really doesn't make any difference. Top speed with this boat is 4.5 miles an hour with the 3-blade prop and 4.2 miles an hour with the 2-blade prop. And the 2-blade prop just doesn't get caught up in the grass as much. So it just depends on what we're doing or what prop I put it on there, which reminds me I need to clean mine off from fishing last week. I need to pull it and clean out the shaft. So I'm trying to think of anything else you guys always ask. Not off the top of my head, but if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll get around to answer them and that kind of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out Rely-On batteries if you haven't heard of them before. They're really awesome, and they're worth the investment. So like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out of the water, go out and catch some fish, and have a great day. We'll see you.